From the very beginning, you can feel just how serious this hearing is. These aren't just minor technical violations, the allegations include drugs, a weapon, and another assault claim. Before anyone even argues their side, the stakes are already incredibly high.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you, ladies. That's all right, Ms. Crum. You may have your seat. All right. Nancy, you ready?
Yes, sir, I am. Thank you.
All right. Good afternoon, folks. We're on the record today for the 28th Circuit Court for Wexford County, and we're taking up the case of the people of the state of Michigan versus Pauline Edith Crum. This is file number 21-13188FH. I'm on the bench here in Wexford County, and joining me today via Zoom is Mr. Brian Potter, the agent from the Michigan Department of Corrections, who is the probation officer on this file. Also joining me today from the Wexford County Jail is Miss Pauline Crum. Miss Crum, can you see and hear the court this morning or afternoon, ma'am?
Yes,
All right. Miss Crum, we are here today for an arraignment on a request and warrant for a probation violation. That request and warrant for the probation violation was issued by this court yesterday on October 19th, 2023. I must tell you what the charges are, what your rights are, what your possible consequences are, and then see how you wish to respond. Count 1 alleges a violation of condition 2.0 that requires that you must not use or possess alcoholic beverages. And more specifically, it's alleged that on or about October 19, 2023, you possessed alcoholic beverages. Count 2 alleges a violation of condition 4.20 that requires that you must not own, use, or have under your control or area of control a type of weapon. And more specifically, it's alleged that on or about October 19th, 2023, you had a knife with approximately a 9-inch blade in your area of control. Count 3 alleges a violation of condition 2.4. That requires that you must not use or possess controlled substance or drug paraphernalia. And more specifically, it's alleged that on or about October 19, 2023, you used methamphetamine. I assume that was discovered as the result of a ordered blood test or other type of test. Count 4 alleges a violation of condition 4.18, not to engage in any assaultive, abusive, threatening, or intimidating behavior. And more specifically, it's alleged that on or about October 17th, 2023, you physically assaulted James Tortora. You have the right to challenge these 4 allegations at a contested hearing. That hearing would occur within 14 days from today's date. At that hearing, you would have the right to be represented by an attorney as well as in all subsequent proceedings. You also have the right to require the prosecutor to prove the allegations by a preponderance of the evidence. You have the right to review the evidence presented against you, question and cross-examine any witnesses against you, as well as the right to present witness, evidence, or testimony if you chose to do so. If you're found to be in violation of your bond conditions, you would be resentenced on your original offenses. You were originally convicted in this case of assault with a dangerous weapon, which is a felony punishable by up to 4 years and or $2,000. Additionally, you were convicted of attempted interfering with electronic communication device, which is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 1 year and or $500. Now, these are all charged as technical offenses. Mr. Potter, I meant to ask this question. I don't remember if I did yet. Count 4 alleges an assault. Is she charged with an assault?
Your Honor, this happened down in Lansing. They wrote a report on it to send to the prosecutor. Nothing's been charged at this point.
All right. So, Ms. Crum,
I didn't. The guy attacked me.
One thing that stands out here is the judge's patience. Even as emotions begin taking over, he doesn't raise his voice or rush the process. He keeps bringing the conversation back to the legal questions because without those answers, the defendant can't even receive proper legal representation.
Look at it. Just look at it.
All right.
You guys
All I'm
obviously
doing,
don't want to help me get justice here. Like, I don't know why I'm getting this. I don't know, understand. I really don't.
okay.
I can't take it anymore.
All right. Ms. Crum, I'm going to get through a couple points here, and then I'm going to turn to try to help answer some of your questions to the best that I'm available or able to do so. Now that I've covered what the allegations are, what your rights are, and what the possible consequences are, I need to know, how do you wish to respond? So there's a couple questions I have to ask you, so bear with me. The first question is do you have an attorney hired, or do you plan to hire your own attorney?
There was an attorney that came.
That's okay.
Robert,
Just,
yep.
I understand where this conversation is most likely going. So the first question, however, is, have you hired your own attorney, or do you plan to hire your own lawyer?
If I could afford one, I would.
Okay, so Ms. Crum, the answer right now is just a yes or a no.
Yes, please. Yes, please, Judge.
No, it's okay, Ms. Crum, you're not listening. you're gonna have to stop talking. I understand you're very emotional, and I appreciate the reasons for that. Stop. It's okay.
You're making me look like I'm a bad guy. I didn't do anything to any of these people, man.
Ms. Crum, I appreciate that you are very emotional right now, and I appreciate there are probably reasons for that. I have to get through these questions so I can get you the assistance that you need.
I'm sorry.
So the first question was, have you hired your own lawyer? Yes or no yet? Have you hired your own lawyer?
Can I hire whoever came and seen me, I guess?
Hold on. That's right. So maybe you're misunderstanding the word hire. To hire means you use your own money and go out and hire one. Are you hiring your own lawyer? Yes or no?
No, I don't have any money.
All right, great. That's okay. That's okay. Now the next question is, do you want the court to appoint an attorney to assist you? Do you want the court to appoint a free lawyer to you?
Yes, please.
There we go. The court hereby enters a not guilty plea on behalf of Ms. Crum as to the 4 counts on the requested warrant. The court will refer the matter for appointment of an attorney by the Wexford Missaukee Public Defender Program, also known as the Indigent Defense Commission. Now, the next question, the next piece of information, Ms. Crum, is that we will have an informal hearing probably early next week, at which time your attorney and the prosecutor and Mr. Potter will appear here in court, and they will tell me if we have a resolution, what that resolution is, or if we will have a formal contested hearing. We can't have that meeting today because you have not yet had the opportunity to speak with your attorney about the allegations. So now that we know you're going to have a lawyer, now that we know that we've entered a not guilty plea, now that we know we'll have our first hearing next week, probably
The probation officer isn't arguing emotions, he's focused on public safety and the defendant's history. Previous violent incidents combined with these new allegations create a picture the court simply can't ignore. This is where past decisions start carrying real consequences.
Next week, probably on Monday or Tuesday. Now, the next question before the court that I have to decide is what to do with you in the meantime. Now, before I turn to you, I now turn to Mr. Potter. Mr. Potter, your position on bond pending that informal hearing.
Your Honor, the original offense involved behavior that the defendant put a knife to a person's neck. During this probation term, we have a prior assaultive conviction during this term in front of this court. And then we also have that she was in possession of a knife when she was lodged by the supervising agent yesterday. She was under the influence of methamphetamine, and there's an allegation of possible assault. With that, Your Honor, we'd ask that she be held without bond.
All right. So you said something, Mr. Potter, and I want to make sure I understand it correctly. The original allegations for which she pled no contest to, is that the charge where she had the knife to someone's throat?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right.
Yes.
Okay.
My local witness of my pastor, he would say that he would know that I had not let that person. I never put no knife to nobody.
Okay. Mr. Potter, you mentioned, Ms. Crum, you need to stop talking right now. You're not.
This is not fair.
This is the emotional turning point of the hearing. Instead of responding to the legal allegations, Pauline begins describing years of trauma, addiction around her, and devastating personal losses. Whether every claim can be verified or not, it's obvious she's overwhelmed. But in a courtroom, emotion alone can't replace evidence, and that's one of the hardest realities of the justice
This
system.
is not fair.
Ms. Crum, this so far right now.
My whole fucking life is by you people, and now you want to put me in prison for people that I don't even do drugs. I've been clean and sober for over 20 years. I have raised my daughter by myself. These people came into my house. They took over my house, was beating up on my husband and me, and I'm not allowed to defend myself. Why don't you take that to the Supreme Court? Because I'd like to. All of this. This is wrong, and your state should know that. Your state should know that this stuff is wrong in their life. And these people are the ones with the drug addict addictions and all that, and the attitude problem or whatever, and stabbing me, and I never even did anything to any of them. I smoked that meth one time with my cousin. I was tired of them putting it in my face and hanging it over my head because I've been sober for over 20 years, and I didn't want them to keep bugging me about it because I had 2 little kids I had to take care of because that mother and her husband was not doing it. Burning their kids, starving their kids. Those kids couldn't even sleep at night. But I'm a bad guy, right? I have to take care of everybody in my family's problems. They just killed my brother. They just killed my trafficker. Who am I supposed to run to in this state, huh? You guys killed my whole family. My mother is still a missing person. And I found out who fucking killed her. You know why? Have you done anything? Has your detective done anything? And I'm not supposed to be upset. And I just keep having to be in jail for it all. Why, so they can lie on me some more? Call me a bad guy, say that I'm a drug addict? An alcoholic, whatever else they want to call me.
Ms. Crum, I need you to stop talking.
I'm sick of this, sir. I don't deserve this. I've been beat my whole fucking life, raped, beat, tortured,
Ms. Crum?
stuck in rooms.
Ms. Crum, I need you to stop talking. That's the only time I'm good. That is the last and probably the 5th time I've asked you to stop. Okay. Now, as I was asking Mr. Potter,
Even after all the interruptions, the judge continues explaining exactly how probation violations work and what penalties the law allows. Rather than reacting emotionally, he carefully separates legal procedure from personal feelings while also expressing concern for her well-being.
Mr. Potter, I was looking for clarification. And during Ms. Crum's speech, I think I found the answer out in the file. You mentioned that there had been a previous violation, and it looks like there was a previous violation on this case for a probation violation back in April. Is that what you were referring to, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so we had the original incident that had the knife, and then we had another incident during probation violation back in April. So now the next question. All right, so now the next question, Mr. Potter, is, am I correct that the alleged use of methamphetamine, was it discovered during a urinalysis or some kind of drug test issued by your officer?
Your Honor, Luke Blazek performed an oral test yesterday, and it was showed positive for methamphetamine. I did not see that myself, Your Honor. I'm just relaying information that I was given.
The reason why I asked is I wanted to make sure that it wasn't a new charge, because if it's the result of a positive test of some sort, then it does remain to be a technical violation. Now,
Yes,
one
sir.
of the things, thank you. And one of the things I was trying to describe to Ms. Crump before we got distracted is that, Ms. Crump, I did tell you what the maximum punishments were, but I failed to tell you that for a single probation violation, the court can give you no more than 15 days. For 2 violations, the court can give you no more than 30 days. For 3 violations, the court can give you no more than 45 days. For 4 or more, the court is no longer limited to that sliding scale. You have already 1 prior probation violation, which means if you're found guilty of 3 or more of these, the court would not be limited to that sliding scale. Again, the court has already entered a not guilty plea on your behalf. We'll refer the matter to the public defender's program for appointment of an attorney. We should be back here on the record sometime early next week on Monday or Tuesday. Based upon the fact that this is an allegation of assaultive behavior, and there have been already 2 other assaultive issues in this particular file. And not only that, based upon your based upon your earlier statements, I'm concerned for the safety of others, but mostly concerned for the safety of you. That was quite an emotional discussion. You covered quite a gambit, and you made statements that make me very concerned for your own personal safety. Therefore, the court will...
The hearing ends on a heartbreaking note. Pauline apologizes and speaks about wanting to escape everything she's been through, while the judge ultimately decides public safety has to come first. It's a reminder that courtrooms often deal with more than crimes. They reveal people facing personal crises, addiction, grief, and the difficult balance between compassion and accountability.
I hope you know other people who are going through the same stuff, and that you guys can't see through it because this is what happened. People are con on us and stuff. They're really bad. And the ones that are trying to protect the kids and stuff, they get thrown in jail. I can't.
Okay.
So much.
Well, I'm very surprised by what I'm not going to do today. Even though you've used some profanities today, and I appreciate you are very emotionally distraught. I'm sorry?
I'm sorry, I just lost my brother. I just got stabbed. I've been abused so much. All I've been trying to do is run from these people. They just keep finding me, and I just want to get away from them, okay? I just want to leave the state. I don't get attacked anymore, okay? I
understand, but I'm pretty sure I heard you share your opinion about what I should do with myself.
Not you. I'm just saying, I was born in this state, okay, Judge? I've grown up in your system, okay? And it wasn't from my fault. But, I did the best I could to follow the Lord in these things. Even when I was on drugs, coming off of it, trying to, teach people that it's not cool, we can do other things. Like, I've always tried to be a positive role model for my friends, even though they were in a bad situation, and my family. But now, the last of my brothers are dead because of drug addicts, drug dealers,
out of the
I
interest of saving
don't
my
want to die here,
for
Tim,
the time.
okay?
Ms. Crum?
Understand. Nobody understands.
Ms. Crum, the court is revoked your bond, remanded to the custody of the Washburn County Jail. We are adjourned. Thank you. We're done.